Welcome back. All right, so Vegas and the Winnipeg Jets. Game 4 tonight. The Jets, of course, really desperately needed this one. Vegas wanting to win it, to have a chance to go home and win out the series in 5 games. Laurent Brossoit, Connor Hellebuck. Again, it's the starter against his former backup. And the backup's done a pretty good job of playing against that former starter. The starter he was behind in Hellebuck, right? So, pushing starts early in this one. Really hotly contested early on. Vegas picking off some passes, getting in the lanes, and making things miserable for the Jets early on. Martinez has a blast that's saved. Scheifele gets denied in alone. Nice break for him. Stone has a rush chance that's held. There's a power play for the Jets. Now, Scheifele ends up being injured. It turns out it's his shoulder, I guess. We'll see whether or not he's playing for game 5. He's desperately needed. That's a goal scorer. They're already without Ehlers. They're without Perfetti. They're without Morrissey. And the Jets don't have the depth that Vegas does. So this is something that's really become an issue. So the Jets set up, they cycle, and they score. It's Blake Wheeler on the power play from Pionk and Niederreiter at 5:53. That was far corner from the faceoff circle. It was a nice goal by Wheeler. The shots, 7 minutes in, are only 3 apiece. So not a lot of shots, but the ones that got through, pretty darn good shots. Good saves by the goalies where they could make them. Smith then gets frustrated on a Hellebuck hold. We get a press by Vegas 8 minutes in. Connor has a blast that saved as the Jets press, but then on his own entry, Howden buries his own rebound. Stevenson with the assist at 9:53. So Brad Howden on the board, and it's a tie game. Teams then trade chances afterwards. Lowry's out there throwing hits, getting the crowd really into it. Theodore has a shot that's blocked. The Jets rush. Things get pushy on a hold by Hellebuck. The Jets then press with 5 minutes left. This is where they talked about Scheifele and how he wouldn't be returning to the game. Dubois gets denied. The Jets press with a minute and a half left. Carlson to Kessel. There's a near miss there, and then things get kind of pushy at the horn, as they tend to do. So it's 1-1 after one. It did feel like Vegas's play got better as the period went along, but again, it's tied. Second period, Waugh has a shot that's held as Vegas has the early edge. There's a power play then for Vegas as well, so they draw that power play. Jets clear. Lowry 4 checks again. Lowry, one of the best players tonight, I thought, for the Jets. Smith then gets denied. They cycle. Eichel's denied as well. There's more cycling that goes on. It's killed off. The Jets finally get it cleared out. 5 shots during that power play for the Vegas Golden Knights. Haig fires one wide. Vegas is controlling the play. Amadio has a shot that's blocked. The Jets clear. McNabb then has a shot that's held. There's some pushing after that. The Jets press at 5 minutes. Pionk with a near miss. We get more pressure there. Marchessault then had a 3-on-2 chance. That's caught and held. Wheeler had a rush chance that saved. The rebound gets cleared out. The shots on net are 8-3 for Vegas at 8 minutes. And what's interesting is the shots kind of even up a bit, but when Vegas does get shots the rest of the way, they tend to find their way through. So there's an arm save on a chance for Barron. Connor then has a shot that's held. We get a power play for Vegas. Pietrangelo fires one wide. They cycle. Dillon clears it out. Marchessault fires wide. They would kill the power play just barely. 2 seconds after the power play's done, the puck's in their net. Carlson scores this one from Marchessault and Theodore at 13:32. So it goes in off Carlson's skate. They reviewed it, and it's a good goal. So the crowd not happy. The Jets thought about challenging maybe for goalie interference, but they opted not to, and I'm glad they didn't because I can't see that one coming back. Jets press for a response. However, at 14:19, good little cycle gets set up, and Vegas adds another one. It's Theodore from Stevenson and Kolasar. There may have been a tip in front. That goal may have gotten changed after. If it did, it did. But the reality is it's 3-1 at this point. That's your score. Dillon then can't bury rebound with an open net on the next shift. So frustrating moment there for him. Carlson has a net feed that's picked off. Connor has a rebound chance that's blocked. After 2 periods, the score is 3-1 for Vegas, and it feels like this one might be done. However, third period, Vegas not allowing anyone at their net, but we get a power play for the Jets. The Jets score. It's reviewed to see if it was touched by a high stick. They say no. So it's Dubois from Wheeler and Pionk at 2:56. So that counts. 6 minutes in, the shots are 3-2 for the Jets. They understand how desperately they need this one. Jets press at 6.5 minutes. We then get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. Eichel has a rush chance that's defended. With 9.5 minutes left, the shots have now flipped. It's 7-6 for Vegas. So Vegas getting the lion's share of chances in between those 2 times. Barbashev then fires one wide. The Jets rush. Connor has a shot that's blocked. There's a near miss on the next chance. Sandberg then has a chance that's kicked aside. Niederreiter had a rush chance. That was saved. Stone had a rush chance as well. Howden couldn't hit an open net, so that felt like that might be a big deal because, yeah, he had the yawning cage and it just goes wide. Jets press with 3.5 minutes left. Schmidt has a net feed that's picked off. 2:09 left. The Jets guilty of an icing, so you can't get the goalie pulled because now the faceoff's in your end. The goalie pull would finally happen with 1:20 left, and Schmidt fans on one. Has to feel terrible about it because it goes to Stone. Of all the people for it to go to, and then it goes to Howden into the empty net at 19:43. And so that's your final goal. The Vegas Golden Knights win this one 4-2. They go up 3-1. They can now finish this in Vegas in Game 5. Your 3 stars in this one, I don't know. It's Theodore, Pionk, and Wheeler. For me personally, I have a hard time not giving one of the stars to one of the other members of the Vegas Golden Knights, say Laurent Brossoit, who was very good when he needed to be. So the shots on net in this one are 10-8 for Vegas in the first, 11-8 Vegas in the second, 10-9 Winnipeg in the third. Final shots are 30-26 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas was 0 for 2 on the power play. The Jets were 2 for 2. They had nothing going 5-on-5. This game was just, it was masterful in terms of 5-on-5 play by Vegas. The hits were 39-23 in favor of Winnipeg. Winnipeg hitting a lot, Vegas hitting a lot less than they had. Again, if I guess they saw my video earlier today and said, oh yeah, we're hitting too much. Brossoit, 24 saves on 26 shots. Hellebuck, 26 saves on 29 shots. So the Winnipeg Jets, one game, they're right on the brink now of being knocked out of the playoffs. But they've had a good showing, and I think there's a lot for them to be proud of. And on the Vegas side of things, yeah, Vegas, they look pretty good. We'll see how they do in the next round against either the Oilers or the Kings. In all likelihood, I'm not ruling out a 3-1 comeback. We haven't seen a 3-1 comeback in a long time. Maybe we see one this year. But at any rate, Vegas looks to be in good shape now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.